Hey, what's up, friends? Ray with Docket Timberworks. I'm going to try something a little bit different here. This is a square block of maple. We're doing a T-light. So this is a 5/8 bowl gouge, 40/40 grind. We're doing left-handed push cuts to stay out of the line of fire. It's hard for me to gauge what people like, what they don't like. I know it can be hard to sit through a 40-minute video. So I'm going to try and get this one down under 10 minutes for y'all. Okay, so now we basically got everything smooth and round and true and running good and efficient. So we'll clean up the bottom. You know, now that the bottom's cleaned up, we'll start putting some contour and some shape in there and figure out what we want. I never have a set design in my mind. I just kind of go with it and see what comes out. Okay, and now that all the major chips are out of the way and the line of fire issue really isn't an issue anymore, go back to more conventional right-handed push cuts. Okay, to try and save a little bit of time on these, I use a recessed mortise instead of a tenon. That way I don't have to turn it around and shave the tenon off. You just do your bottom, put a finish on it, and then turn it around and put your hole through it. Now that's the idea, of course, but in execution, it's a little bit different for me. I'm not very good with details yet. I haven't really practiced them. I just got the basics of turning bowls down, and so now I'm trying to play with beads and coves a little bit. I'm not very good at it yet, and so this little tea light took way longer than it should have, especially since, like, you know, especially on this, people don't pick their tea lights up that often. You're never going to see the bottom, and I tried to put a nice crazy little detail on the bottom, and it's probably only going to ever get seen once or twice in its lifetime. And not to mention, I get the dreaded skate back and have to start all over again. I'm not really a fan of what I did here. I think I should have not wasted my time here trying to clean up this outside until I flipped it around, drilled the hole, and then knew exactly what I was going to be working with. This was kind of an extra step and kind of killed me on time also. But what I did was I switched over to a smaller half-inch gouge and was trying to get nicer finishing cuts and an easy sandable surface. My goal was to sand 180, 220 and call it good. So we're just cleaning up the face, and what I use on this is a 1.5-inch spade bit where I ground off the locating tip or nose, and it seems to work pretty decent. It leaves a decent finish in there, and I don't have to worry about a long hole left by the locating nose, but it does let it walk around and it kind of wallers out the hole a little bit. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. The only way that I think I might be able to do it a little bit faster or easier is to purpose make a square end scraper. And I haven't really played around with those yet, but I do have some Amazon high-speed steel that I could probably, you know, make a scraper purpose-built just for doing these little tea lights. We'll see how it goes. But as for right now, that little 1.5-inch spade bit is about the perfect size for putting in those little candle tea lights. And now I just got to figure out what kind of shape I want it overall. And I think I go through a couple different iterations right here, and have a different couple of thoughts. I think I ended up going for a dome top. And that's me with my bidan in there trying to clean up the surface a little bit so that it's easily sandable and presentable. I mean, a little candle's going to go in there. It's not super critical, but I am kind of picky about putting my name on something and leaving it half-assed. Okay, so we sand this thing up, and then the finish I use is I bought it off Amazon, and I seen a couple of other turners post about it on Facebook, and it's bowling alley wax. So it's the wax that they use on the bowling alley floors. I like it for maple because it is clear. It does not change the look of the maple hardly any, and that's really hard to get a decent finish on maple that doesn't do that. I probably wouldn't use it on food grade stuff because it's got turpentines and other weird stuff in it, but little handy crafty things, it works great. I mean, it burnishes in real easy and just has a nice, semi-gloss color surface to it and no color added. The maple comes out pristine, maple looking white, clear. You can see all the grain. I love it for these little things. And then I did a few of these in the one day. I think I did like 6 or 9 or something. I did some cherry. I did some sugar maple. I did some silver maple. This is a little silver maple. And so I'll just show you a couple of little photos I took of them kind of lined out together and the idea of what I was going with on all of them. So I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for watching. Please give me likes, comments, subscribes. I could really use them. Trying to figure out the best format to use and how to grow the channel. So please leave me some comments and let me know what you think of this new kind of sped up format. Try and save you all some time.